Good afternoon, children. Today we start with a new lesson, chapter 8, Tourism and History. Open your textbook, page number 52. Tourism in the past. From ancient times, people used to travel various places. In India, the tradition of traveling is quite old. People used to visit for various reasons like pilgrimage. Children, pilgrimage means visiting holy places. For example, Hajj. It is a long religious journey. Another reason is visiting fairs and festivals, traveling in search of renowned teacher and education for trade purpose, etc. We know many countries have trade relation with India from ancient period. So these are the purpose of traveling. Next topic, do you know? The Buddhist literature means the book or text, tells us about Gautama Buddha traveled to several cities in ancient India for preaching. Buddhist monk or saint also used to travel continuously to various places to propagate Buddhism. Jain monks called sadhu also used to travel constantly. Next paragraph, Yuan Shang, a Chinese monk, traveled to India in 630 CE, means Common Era. In the medieval period means children from 5th to 15th century, Saint Namdev, Saint Eknath, Guru Nanak, Ramdas Swami traveled all over India for preaching. Next paragraph, we are going to study what is meant by tourism. Children, tourism means traveling to visit places in distinct regions for a specific purpose. The name of Thomas Cook became very famous in the latter half of 19th century because he organized a trip by railway from Leicester to Loughborough for about 600 people. Later, he successfully organized many trips to Europe. After, he established a travel agency for selling tourist tickets. Through this, Thomas Cook opened door for the development of modern tourism. Now children, let us come to page number 52 of your textbook. We will, do you know, here it is given a short information about some of the important world famous travelers in the ancient time. First one, Benjamin of Tudela is known as the first European traveler. He is known as the first European traveler or discoverer. Discoverer means to find out new places. He was born in Spain. During the period 1159 to 1173 Common Era, he traveled to France, Germany, Italy, Greece, Syria, Arabia, Egypt, Iraq, Persia, India and China. He maintained diaries of the accounts of his travel. His diaries are viewed as important historical document. Another important traveler was Marco Polo. He was an Italian traveler of the 13th century, introduced Asia, especially China, to Europe. He was the first traveler. He introduced the continent Asia, especially China, to European people. He stayed in China for about 17 years. At the same time, he wrote about the flora and fauna. Flora and fauna means plants and animals. He also written about social life, cultural life, trade system of Asian continent. Another important traveler was Ibn Battuta. He traveled of the 14th century, took the world on a virtual travel of the Islamic world with his travel accounts. He was traveling for 30 years. He had resolved not to travel twice on the same route. So it was his determination. But what he determined, he did not travel twice on the same route. That means he found a new route and continued his journey. His accounts are helpful in understanding the medieval history and social life. Another important traveler who lived in the 16th century was Geraldus Mercator of 16th century. He was a cartographer. Children, cartographer means the person who make maps. He is known for creating a world map and a globe of the earth. His work proved to be very useful for navigation around the world. During that time, people used such a map for traveling new places. So it became very helpful for them. Now let us come to page number 53. Do you know? And the information is given. One of the famous traveler in India. The tradition of traveling from corner to corner was prevalent in India from ancient times. Vishnubhat Godse wrote down the accounts of his journey from Maharashtra to Ayodhya and back to Maharashtra. He was a famous traveler who lived in India. He used to travel from Maharashtra to Ayodhya and back to Maharashtra. It is published as a book entitled Maza Pravas. This is the book which was published about his journey. Vishnubhat travelled during the time of Indian War of Independence, which happened in 1857. He was the eyewitness for many events related to this historical event. His accounts are full of detailed descriptions about various incidents during this period, especially those about the life of Lakshmi Bai, the Queen of Jhansi. We also get to know the nature of Marathi language during 18th century. Children, this book is one of the important source of history of that period. Children, today we stop here. In the next class, we will study types of tourism. From the explained part, some questions are there. Choose the correct option. First one. Choose the correct option. Thomas Cook established a travel agency selling dash. Answer I have given tourist ticket. Next one related to this explained part is write short notes on tradition of traveling. This answer you can write from page number 52, first paragraph, and the second point, do you know that topic? You have to write for that answer. Marco Polo, this answer also you can write from page number 52, right side, second paragraph. Do you know that topic? Okay.